What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new football talk video. And in this video I wanted to talk about the Real Madrid Bayern Munich Champions League quarterfinal second leg, hugely controversial refereeing decisions, and I also will talk about the Leicester City game and what an amazing run they had in the Champions League, and I will also preview the Barcelona-Juventus Champions League quarterfinal, which is going to be an absolute tasty affair. So let me know guys, do you think that Real Madrid deserved to go through, and do you think that video referee technology should be introduced? I think this was the game which showed us the most why we need video technology, video referees, because there were 2 or 3 huge decisions which went the wrong way. Bayern Munich could say that they were knocked out because of the referee, which might seem to be harsh, but I kind of agree with it, because when those decisions happened, you know, Bayern Munich were actually playing better. In the first half, both teams had great chances to score. Both Real Madrid and Bayern Munich had huge chances. Marcelo made an absolutely incredible block on the line, and then Boateng made a similarly insane block on the line in the first half. So it was near. The second half, you know, Lewandowski gets a penalty, which was a penalty, and by the way, Robben should have scored as well. Marcelo blocks it on the line again. So Marcelo was incredible, and actually Ronaldo didn't have a great first half. In the second half he came alive, especially when he scored that header. But first let's talk about the first penalty. So I have no complaints with that. Robben was fouled by Casemiro, and the referee was actually a Hungarian referee, and this is why it's even more disappointing for me to see major refereeing errors, because the Vidal sending off wasn't a yellow card, it wasn't even a foul. Arturo Vidal gets the ball, and yeah, so Lewandowski and Vidal got sent off because of the second yellow, which was just a ludicrous decision. On this level you cannot get a big decision like that wrong. The first yellow card was really a little bit silly from Arturo Vidal, but you know, he's really an all-action type of player, and sometimes he makes rash tackles, but the second tackle, which he got the second yellow card for, was a perfectly fine tackle. So I was really mad that the referee made that decision, even though I wanted Real Madrid to go through, because I really love watching them play. You know, Bayern Munich were really hard on by. So Ronaldo equalizes with his first big chance of the game, a brilliant header, and just 2 minutes later Sergio Ramos scored a very clumsy own goal to put the game onto extra time. And I was watching extra time, you know, really eagerly, and actually the second goal by Ronaldo and the second goal by Real Madrid was a yard offside. It wasn't even close. How did the linesman miss that? I have no idea, but this is where video referees come in. They should introduce it, because frankly, you know, there is huge prize money and huge prestige at stake on these type of huge games in the Champions League, and the Champions League final could be decided by a refereeing error like this. The third goal by Ronaldo also was slightly offside, but I can see why the referee gave that, because you know, you have to give the benefit of the doubt to the attacking team. But the second Ronaldo goal wasn't, no question, it was offside. The Vidal sending off wasn't a sending off. So two major decisions going against Bayern Munich. And you know, after the sending off, Bayern Munich just ran out of steam, even though they started Bayern Munich started extra time really well. First like 7-8 minutes they kept the ball brilliantly without actually creating many chances. Bayern Munich were actually, you know, quite impressive with 10 men, but then when Real Madrid turned on the heat, you know, the Bayern Munich midfield just couldn't stay with the runner. The Marcelo run before the third Ronaldo goal was just outstanding, absolutely amazing. I absolutely love Marcelo play. He reminds me of Roberto Carlos, because he can play a left winger, he can play an attacking midfielder sometimes. So that run by Marcelo was amazing, and the Asensio goal was also amazing. But at that point Mats Hummels was done with the stamina, really, you know, he was really tired. So the referee, I think, cost Bayern Munich a place in the semi-finals. But you know, you have you know, these small decisions, marginal decisions, you have to get them if you want to win the Champions League, and Real Madrid seem to get them. So I think they have another huge chance to win the Champions League again this year. But remember, a team has never won the Champions League twice in a row. Only before the Champions League was introduced, before '93, and it was called the European Cup, only then won a team twice in a row. In fact, Ajax and Bayern Munich won the Champions League 3 times in a row. Let me know what are your thoughts about this. I would love to know. And the Leicester City Atletico Madrid game, it was a really great game. I watched the highlights. The atmosphere was electric, and Leicester City just, you know, they threw everything at Atletico Madrid that they could, and Atletico Madrid played a really smart game. They sat back, soaked up the pressure, and hit Leicester on the counter. They put Griezmann and Carrasco as the forward players, who are both very quick players. And you know, in the first half, Saúl Ñíguez scores a goal. That made the game extra difficult because Leicester knew that they had to score 3 goals at halftime. But their manager, Craig Shakespeare, had the balls to change to 3 at the back, and he put 2 wingbacks on the wings, and Leicester just battered Atletico Madrid. They had a lot of shots. They created like 18 chances in the second half, and against the team who got to the semi-finals 3 times in the last 4 years, who got to the final twice in the last 3 years, that's Atletico Madrid. Leicester were actually the better team in the second half, and Jamie Vardy equalized. And there were heroic blocks by the Atletico Madrid players, and Diego Simeone admitted that you know, Atletico Madrid were fearing for their lives, for their, you know, progression to the next round in that second half, because yeah, Leicester were just you know, really brave. They had nothing to lose, so they put everything on the pitch, and I really hats off to Leicester City. Such a breath of fresh air, such a refreshing thing to see a really small club go really far in the Champions League after winning the Premier League title. What a story. And I really hope that Leicester stay up in the Premier League. They will most likely do, and next year, who knows, maybe they can qualify for Europe and do another amazing run in Europe, which would be incredible. So yeah, now let's preview the Barcelona-Juventus game. Everybody's saying, surely not, Barcelona surely can't come back again, this time from 3-0 down. But many people said the same when they went 4-0 down against Paris Saint-Germain, because they were so far outplayed. They were so bad against Paris Saint-Germain in the first leg that nobody expected them to put on a show. And you know, Paris Saint-Germain, their defense is normally pretty solid, but Juventus's defense is one of the best defenses in the world, and certainly one of the best defenses in the Champions League. And Dybala could be fit for the game. I just heard the news that he trained yesterday morning and today as well, so he's in contention to start, and I think he's a huge player for him, because Dybala can, you know, hit Barcelona on the counter-attack. I think Juventus will try to play on the counter-attack. They can't go to no camp and expect to dominate possession. But if Messi, Neymar and Suarez turn up, they can destroy any team in the world. That's the magic of Barcelona, that's the beauty of Barcelona. Even when the tactics are not right, even when they don't have the greatest defense, even if they don't keep the ball as well as they used to under Pep Guardiola, they can still destroy teams if they, you know, if their front players fire on all cylinders, and they can turn it on. So it will be a fascinating game to watch, not only from a tactical point of view, but the atmosphere will be electric. I'm sure that the Barcelona fans will cheer and roar their team on. And I think how Juventus need to approach this game is try to stop Messi getting the ball, because if that Messi gets the ball and he can dictate play, even his passes, even his assists can unlock the Juventus defense. And also Juventus need to try and get as quickly up the pitch as possible to hit Barcelona on the break, because Barcelona's defense can be hurt. They are not the fastest, they are not the strongest, and they somehow play so far up the pitch just to supplement the midfielders and the strikers, that if Juventus can get the ball quickly, Dybala, Cuadrado, 2 very fast players, they can hurt Barcelona on the counter-attack. And they also have Mandzukic and Higuain. I expect Higuain to start, and I would start Dybala and Cuadrado either side of Higuain, and I would just ask them to stay on the wing, and when the Juventus midfielders or defenders get the ball, just try to sprint and get behind the Barcelona defense, because you know Barcelona can be hurt. So I really hope that Juventus go through, because again I think they deserve a good run in the Champions League, but whoever will be the best team in the second leg will go through, because you know it's a hard task for Barcelona to overturn a 3-0 deficit, but if there is one team who can do it, it's Barcelona, and that front three on their day is the best front line in the world. But it will be fascinating to watch against one of the best defenses in the world, who comes out on top. So let me know what is your prediction in the comments below. And I think the Monaco-Dortmund game is also going to be a really high scoring game, just like the first leg. And I can see Dortmund giving Monaco a big scare. I still feel that, you know, Monaco will have too much for Dortmund because of the win in the first leg, but Dortmund can win in Monaco, they are capable, so that's a 50-50 in my opinion, and I think Juventus will go through. That's my prediction, but let me know what is yours in the comments below, and thanks for watching. See you later guys, goodbye.